Hey there, folks. Ever driven down a long, lonely highway after a breakup, wondering if your ex is still thinking about you? It's like that nagging feeling you get when you hear a song on the radio that reminds you of them. You just can't shake it. Well, today, we're putting on our detective hats and diving into 5 subtle signs that might just reveal if your ex is still hung up on you, even after the no contact rule. Let's get to the bottom of this, all right? Hey there, folks. Ever wondered if your ex is still thinking about you after the no contact rule? Well, today we're diving into 5 subtle signs that might just give you the answer. Let's get started. You know that feeling, right? That moment of anticipation mixed with a hint of anxiety. You post a picture of yourself living your best life, maybe a little sunset selfie with a margarita in hand, capturing that perfect moment of bliss. And then bam, you see their name pop up in your views. It's like a jolt to your system, a reminder of their lingering presence. It's like they're living in the digital shadows, keeping tabs on your every move, silently observing from the corners of the internet. Now, I'm not saying it's healthy, but it definitely means they haven't quite moved on. Their digital footprint is a testament to their unresolved feelings. They're scrolling through your feed, analyzing every caption, every like, every comment. Each interaction is scrutinized, each post dissected. It's like they're trying to piece together the puzzle of your life without them, trying to understand where they fit in the new narrative you're crafting. And let's be honest, sometimes a little social media stalking can be flattering, right? It means you're still on their mind, still a part of their world. It means they're still curious, still invested in your world, even if it's just from a distance. Their curiosity is a silent acknowledgement of your impact. But remember, folks, the digital world can be deceiving. What you see online is just a fragment of reality, often curated and filtered. Don't let their online presence dictate your own happiness. Your worth isn't measured by their attention or lack thereof. Keep on scrolling, keep on shining, and let them watch from the sidelines. Live your life authentically and let your true self be the star of your story. You're out with some mutual friends, maybe catching a game or grabbing a bite, enjoying the casual atmosphere and the easy conversation. And suddenly the conversation takes a turn, a subtle shift that you almost miss. Your ears perk up, you feel a chill down your spine because you hear your name mentioned. It's like a radar going off in your head. Your friends try to be subtle, maybe a little too subtle, but you can tell they've been talking to your ex. The way they glance at each other, the slight hesitation in their voices, it's all too telling. And guess what? Your ex has been asking about you. It's not just a casual mention, it's clear they've been curious. Now, why would they do that if they weren't still thinking about you? It's like they're trying to piece together a puzzle, one that revolves around you. It's like they're trying to get intel, to stay in the loop without having to make direct contact. They want to know what's going on in your life, but they don't want to ask you directly. They want to know if you're seeing someone new, if you're happy, if you've moved on. They want to know if there's still a place for them in your thoughts. If you've just maybe mentioned them, it's like they're hoping for a sign, a small indication that they still matter to you. It's a classic case of can't live with them, can't stop asking about them. The push and pull of emotions, the lingering attachment that refuses to fade away. But hey, at least you know you're still on their mind, right? It's a strange kind of comfort, knowing that even after everything, you're still a part of their world. Chapter 3, the accidental text. Your phone buzzes, and for a split second, your heart skips a beat. It's that familiar vibration that sends a jolt of anticipation through your veins. Could it be them? You check the notification, and sure enough, it's your ex. The name on the screen brings back a flood of memories, both good and bad. But hold on, it's not the heartfelt apology or the desperate plea to get back together that you might have been hoping for, or dreading. It's something that catches you off guard. No, it's something completely random, something utterly trivial. You can't help but wonder what they're really up to. Hey, remember that time we went to that burger place with the giant milkshakes? The one with the neon lights and the retro vibe? What was the name of that place again? It's a question that seems innocent enough, but you know there's more to it. Come on, man, you know they don't care about the name of the burger joint. It's a thinly veiled excuse to get you talking. This is a classic case of the accidental text, a thinly veiled attempt to reopen the lines of communication. They're testing the waters, seeing if you'll bite, if you'll engage. They're gauging your reaction, trying to see if there's still a spark, a connection. It's a subtle game of emotional chess. And let's be honest, sometimes it works. Sometimes, despite your better judgment, you find yourself typing a response. We've all been there, right? That moment of weakness where curiosity gets the better of us and we just have to know what they want. So you hit send, and just like that, the lines of communication are open once more. What happens next is anyone's guess. Maybe it's the start of something new, or maybe it's just a fleeting moment of nostalgia. Either way, the accidental text has done its job. Chapter 4, the chance encounter. You're going about your day, hitting the gym, grabbing your usual latte, when suddenly you spot them. It's like they've materialized out of thin air right there in your usual haunts. Now, what are the odds? Well, if your ex is still thinking about you, the odds might be higher than you think. This isn't some cosmic coincidence, my friend. This is a calculated move, a deliberate attempt to accidentally bump into you. They're hoping to catch your eye, to strike up a conversation, to rekindle that old flame. They're hoping that seeing you in your element, looking good, living your best life, will remind you of all the good times, of all the reasons you were together in the first place. Chapter 5, the Cryptic post. Ah, the age-old art of the cryptic social media post. It's the modern-day equivalent of writing poetry in your diary and hoping your crush will somehow intercept it. Your ex's Instagram feed becomes a minefield of vague song lyrics, melancholic quotes, and blurry selfies with captions like "feeling nostalgic" or "some things never change." Now, you might be tempted to scroll on by to pretend you don't notice, but let's be real, you're analyzing every word, every emoji, every hashtag. You're trying to decipher their secret code, to figure out if those heart-wrenching lyrics are about you, if that sunset picture reminds them of that time you watched the sunset together. Outro time, the ultimate truth teller. So, there you have it, folks. 5 signs that your ex might still be thinking about you even after the no-contact pact has been made. But here's the thing about time. It keeps on ticking, with or without your ex. Don't get too caught up in the signs, in the maybes. Focus on yourself, on your own journey. If they're meant to be in your life, they'll find their way back to you. And if not, well, then you're free to write your own story, to create a future filled with love, laughter, and maybe even a few more margaritas at sunset.